Anyone who watched Tom Aspinall work in training and during his amateur and early pro career felt like they were looking at a future UFC heavyweight champion. Tom Aspinall has every skill you would want from a big man. Moves exceedingly well. His speed is going to be a real problem in theory for the opposition tonight. And most of these heavyweights just are not as fleet of foot. That says nothing of his grappling game. This is the longtime grappling coach for Team Cowbar. He has every skill in his mixed martial arts arsenal. And scary proposition for the rest of the heavyweight division. Can't get worse. All right, so here he is, one of the consensus greatest of all time, the newly minted UFC heavyweight champion, Jon Bones Jones. And I think by and large, this sport is better when he is in it. Tonight, he tries to successfully defend his UFC heavyweight title.
Yeah, Jon Jones at heavyweight is something that we have waited for a really long time. And to say that he delivered would be a massive understatement as he won the fight in the way that he did. Jon Jones, once again, building on such a strong legacy.
Few guys relish fight night as much as Jon Jones. You see him grinning ear to ear as soon as he hits the tunnel. We'll see how it goes in title defense number 1. Jon Jones, one of the most beloved fighters in all of MMA, and yet again back on the proving ground tonight. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Tom Aspinall. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Jon Bones
Herbert Dean's in the building. He is the third man in the octagon tonight. So here is Jon Jones with his reach approaching 85 inches, a difficult proposition for any opposition. Jones here immediately takes the center of the octagon. We'll see how he approaches the early moments in this one.
Oh, nice right there.
All right, no surprise to see Johnny Bones Jones open with some of those long-range weapons and finding some early success in this one.
That's exactly what he does. He throws the front kick to the leg, and he throws those lead kicks to the body. He's long, he's 6'4" for the weight class, and he has learned masterfully how to fight with his height and his range. All those long-range weapons are Jon Jones' calling card.
He landed that inside leg kick. Oh, so Jon Jones changes levels, and now he takes the fight to the ground.
He's setting up the armbar. What a tight armbar.
Oh, favoring position over submission.
Very smart decision. You never want to value the submissions over keeping dominant position.
Jones is in half guard. Great work here from the bottom fighter.
This is where he wants to be. That was nice.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
2 minutes now to go in the opening round. Good work from the top here by Aspinall.
Big ground and pound. He passed the half guard. Great submission defense on display tonight.
Let's get the side control. Let's go. Let's move. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. Oh, crowd just loving it as the fighters, after an extended grappling battle, make their way back to the feet.
Yeah, they're back on their feet. They spent a lot of energy on the ground. These guys are going back.
Huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it, to go and end the fight.
30 seconds to go. 20 seconds to go in round one. Both fighters throwing heat now. Oh, huge knee.
Nice leveraging.
What a round.
Perfect round. I need you to go out there and do more of that.
All right, we look back at some of the replays from that previous round, DC. A lot of good action for fight fans over those 5 minutes.
I mean, high pace, high intensity, all action first round. Both landed multiple strikes. What a great round of fighting.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. Nice shot to the body there. And yet another hook landed there by Johnny Bone. Kick there as he lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night. That's a right hand.
Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You gotta go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off. Take your time. He's right for the picking. Go and pick the fruit.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Oh, he's got him in a crucifix now, DC. We've seen you go to this a couple times, no?
This is one of my favorite techniques. I got Volkan Ozdemir here, and I just landed punch after punch after punch. They didn't have to be hard, but if you can land 30, 40 strikes in a row, the referee will have no choice but to finish the fight. And now he's in side control. And look at him attacking the arm triangle on the other side. He's gonna lock him down, try to pass all the way across his body. Once he gets across, he will start to drop his chest to the mat and chase the finish.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up. He let him step over to the crucifix.
Jones's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Aspinall. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. All right, he's got him in the north-south position here, DC. All right, so the fighter's setting up another sub attempt here. Ooh, that Kimura looks tight. He's out. The fight's gonna continue.
Oh my goodness, I thought it was over. I thought this fight was over.
15 seconds. Aspinall's in half guard. Landing strikes nicely here from top position. All right, round 3 coming up next. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. All right, so there's the end of the round, and the tide has officially turned. A huge head strike to stun his opponent. We'll see which corner can adjust here moving forward.
I mean, they've got to be celebrating. They've got to be happy. Everything's working. But the other side has to be concerned. They have to figure something out, make some sort of adjustment to try to change the tide of this fight.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, 3rd round of this championship fight. Able to check that kick as well.
Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
Jones gets tagged with that jab. Pretty good weapon for him tonight. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to pile up these body shots here in the latter stages of this fight. You didn't see a lot of that in the earlier rounds, making up for lost time here. Well, missed on that one.
Distance management 101, another punch lands. Beautiful timing in that takedown. He secures the takedown. Look for him to posture now and try to land some ground and pound. And the fighters are inverted now on the ground.
Get up, get up, get up.
All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. 3 minutes now to go in this one. Nicely done. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground. That's very important.
Right inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have 2 hands in or 2 hands out, or guys start to attack triangles.
Arm triangle attempt here.
Nice arm triangle setup.
Oh, he's got it locked in.
He's got that arm triangle deep. Good job by the champ there. His slide back out. I mean, way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
Well, sometimes our stat guys are stingy with the submission attempt numbers. There have been a lot of them here. Submission defense has held up every step of the way.
Yeah, he's a great grappler, and he's really, really good defensively because he is so aware of all situations when he's on the ground. He has done an amazing job staying out of those submissions.
Jones is in half guard now.
Great job landing from the top position.
Another ground and pound strike lands. All right, side control now. Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strikes.
Final seconds of round 3. Lands with the ground and pound. That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds. Heading back to the corner now. Jones's eye has looked a whole lot better, DC. We'll see what the cut man can do to sort of stem the tide with the swelling. But if he's not able to get it to come down, that eye could swell shut.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4. Fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds.
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
Head kick. Oh, Oh, right hand gets up to block it.
He does a great job of getting that leg kick to the target.
Swing and a big miss by Jones. He's looking to land the right, just out of range. Trademark inside leg kick there by Jones. Trying to hammer that lead leg. Oh, and there's a takedown attempt. Not a great entry there, DC.
Not a great entry. He showed everything he was going to do. He didn't hide his takedown. You knew.
Aspinall's going for the sub here. Oh, that looks tight to me. It looks like it might be locked in.
Yeah, it looks like it's done. It looks like it's done.
Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow. That is great submission defense.
All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side. Underhook, this is a great position for a top fighter.
Jones is in half guard. Serious swelling in and around that left eye. It's starting to close up now.
Beautiful transition.
Jones is back in full mount. All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
20 minutes in the can, 5 to go. All right, heading back to the corner now, and Jones's eye starting to look pretty bad. He absorbed a lot of damage over those 5 minutes. We'll see if the cut man can do anything about that. All right, there's the end of the round, so it was a huge strike to the head that stunned his opponent and nearly got him out of there.
Yeah, that was a big moment. A big strike lands, his opponent's on wobbly legs. That is exactly what you want to see as you're walking back to your stool. Your opponent staggering back to his corner and being hopeful that he can get it back together before the start of the next round.
Ready. Ready.
Fifth and final round. So a block on the strike, and now the counter jab for good measure. Nice job by the longer fighter. Oh, shot to the body connects there. He hasn't really thrown too many body strikes in this fight, but now, as this fight goes on, he is not discriminating, working the body, and those shots are going to count. Nice jab by Jones.
Keep that head moving. Head movement.
Back and forth we go. Man, that right hand is potent. Aspinall gets caught by that straight punch. You got to do better than that defensively.
Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine. You better protect your neck when you fight this guy because he's got the guillotine locked in. Great submission defense on full display by the opponent. Great defense by this fighter.
All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier. He's got to be careful here.
Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound. Oh, he passes to half guard now, and he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
All right, so he's setting up for a submission here.
Now he's in trouble. Great job maintaining position over submissions. Very smart. Great fight IQ.
1 minute to go in the fight.
That was a slick transition.
Aspinall's right back to the full mount here. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Final 10 seconds of the fight. All right, so there it is, the final horn, a lifetime of work, all building to this moment, and the underdog challenger comes up large with his striking game tonight. He's going to be the new champ.
I mean, he came up big in a massive spot. He was the underdog. He wasn't supposed to get this done. He relied on what got him here, the striking, to take the title from the long-reigning champion.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest, 48-47. Declared the winner by unanimous decision, and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Aspinall.
So there he is, the new UFC heavyweight champion. DC, I remember when that was your reality. I'm not sure I've ever seen you so emotional in the octagon.
I mean, I was so excited. He could take a breath, but he better turn right around and focus on what's right behind him, because there are sharks in the water the moment that belt changes hands. A lot of guys will be